Incredibly sad viewing as Jake Paul beats Uncle Mike by unanimous decision. I knew this as soon as I saw the news of Jake putting $355,000 on Mike Tyson. Paul vs. Tyson gate surpassed $18.1 million with a 72.3 thousand crowd. That's the biggest gate in UFC history outside of Las Vegas and is almost double the $9 million Texas gate record previously set by Canelo Alvarez vs. Billy Joe Saunders, also at AT&T Stadium. Jake Paul, who thinks he can beat even the prime Mike Tyson, thankfully took it easy, avoiding knocking Tyson out, and ends the fight by bowing to the legend. Tyson should have been nowhere near a boxing ring at 58 years of age. The 31-year age gap between Tyson and Paul is the largest in the history of professional boxing. After the fight, Jake Paul says he gave Mike Tyson a boxing lesson in the fight and confirms that he decided not to knock out Mike Tyson during the fight. He said he didn't want to hurt someone that didn't need to be hurt. He had stated during fight week that he would call out Canelo after this win, but when he was asked about it, Paul said he's not gonna call him out because he's the money man and Canelo needs him. Jake Paul also lost at Gervonta Davis' comments, in which Davis stated that he is going to beat the brakes off Jake Paul when he sees him. Paul agrees to run it with Davis if there is no height limit in boxing rules. Mike Tyson, on the other hand, in his post-fight speech, refuses to rule out retiring from boxing. He said he may now fight Jake's brother Logan Paul, who was being disrespectful to Mike and even wishes Jake Paul should have knocked out Tyson. I hope Mike changed his decision after realizing that it was Paul's mercy and not his performance that kept him in the fight for 8 rounds. Amanda Serrano vs. Katie Taylor 2 in the co-main event had once again been excellent. Serrano, who seemed up on the cards, suffered a horrible cut mid-fight and lost a unanimous decision to Katie Taylor, who retains her undisputed super lightweight world titles. Amanda Serrano and many fans are calling it a robbery and demanding the trilogy fight. The MMA world also gave mixed reactions to Katie Taylor's decision win over Amanda Serrano. Katie Taylor hits back at the complaints from Amanda Serrano's team about the decision and says that she could not care less what's being said because she is now 2-0 against her. Mario Barrios vs. Abel Ramos is scored a split draw, which means Barrios retains his WBC welterweight world title. The fight was a fun one where both got knocked down and both showed the spirit of a warrior. After the fight, Conor Ben called out the champ, but hopefully we're gonna get the rematch first. WBO's number 1 ranked Shadasia Green also defeats their number 2 ranked Melinda Watford to win the vacant super middleweight title. Amidst of this Paul vs. Tyson noise, TGB announced a massive card headlined by both of the interim light heavyweight champs David Benavidez vs. David Morrell. Card will take place at the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas on February 1, 2025. In the co-main event, WBC featherweight champion Brandon Figueroa will defend his belt against former unified super bantamweight champ Stephen Fulton in their rematch. Their first fight was for Fulton's title in 2021, where Fulton had defended his belts via majority decision. Other undercard fights include the return of Isaac Cruz against Angel Fierro and Jesus Ramos vs. Jason Rosario. Moreover, the IBF have now officially ordered Martin Bakoli vs. Zheli Zhang as a final eliminator to determine the next mandatory challenger for Daniel Dubois' IBF heavyweight world title after Ajit Kabal pulled out of the first bids. And here are the results of the weigh-in for underrated Riyadh season Latino night card. Are you watching this card, or would you prefer remembering Mike Tyson getting beat up by a YouTuber? Share your thoughts in the comment section and subscribe to the channel to stay updated with the fight world. And here the boxing news ends, and in the next video we will talk about the UFC 309 card. See you in the next video, so take care of yourself till then.